Yeah. Time to bring the bass dirt. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Wait, shut up. Hey, on my mama.
What is good, everybody? This is episode 11 of What's Good in the Hood. I'm your boy MF Comedy.
This is Gil.
We got Gil in the house and our special guest, DJ Joshway.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for coming out today and doing this interview last minute.
I appreciate it. It's all good, man.
And I want to start off with telling a little bit of the audience of like how I know you, how we know you personally.
Yeah, that's fine.
It started from last on the Ave. Like, I was doing my show without a DJ for like, I think 3 shows before I got the budget to include a DJ, you know? And then when I did, I seen you used to be at the end of every last on the Ave because you were coming in as I was going down.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I was just like, legitly, I was like, this dude's got swag, you know? I was like, he holds himself like professional, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, I definitely want to work with somebody like that. I didn't even know how good of a DJ you were, but I just knew I hit you with a number and you were like, I'm down. And then I was like, that's what's up. He's willing to work with me, you know, for said number. And and whenever you get somebody who's willing to, you know, work with you, basically is that what you were doing because your worth was way higher than that number. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an awesome opportunity. So I did it. The first show was amazing.
Yeah.
I had hella compliments.
I remember the first show.
I had a lot of compliments on you just being there alone. So then after that, you were my set DJ. Like, I just want you. Like, you're the last on the app DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's how we knew each other. And from then, like, anytime I need a DJ, like, I'm always like DJ Joshwayy. And that's how Hood, like, we got down to Hood because we threw that event.
Yeah. We
needed you. And I was like, DJ Joshwayy. And then what I learned from that, Josh, what do you want us to call you? Because this too long. DJ Joshwayy.
Just say Joshwayy.
Joshwayy, okay. Yeah. So what I learned from you, Joshwayy, is when you came into the hood that you do way more than just DJing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So just tell us, because I had no idea what else you do. I know you said you hacked in on it. So tell us a little bit about that, like your journey as far as everything you do.
Just to touch a little bit on like the things that I do. As you already stated, I DJ. But I also do acting, hosting, like low-key modeling, and like speaking. I've done my fair share of radio shows. I did TV news reporting. I even did like a play like a while ago. But my main thing, like my end goal, is like to host like a talk show, like a. Almost like Steve Harvey, like, but I always say, I tell people it's like a comedic version of Oprah, you know? Something that people can come home from work, laugh, learn, grow, be inspired, change
like
lives.
Steve Harvey.
You know, yeah, like similar to Steve Harvey's, you know, so. Yeah, but I dabble like in a lot that's like all based in the entertainment industry, not for myself, but for people, for you guys, for people down the street, you know, because that's why I DJ, because people love music. People's lives can change on music, people can be inspired with music. People's moods are uplifted with music. That's how I do it. So that whole platform of entertainment is massive for that.
Is what you're using. So all the things you do, you're using to platform you to.
In order to help more people.
In order to help more people. And,
nice.
Okay. And to get that show, it's to get that Oprah comedic show. So when did you first have that goal?
I would say it happened when I was about 18. But the journey started when I was 15 and a half. So I grew up in the DMV. For you people in California that don't know, it's not the Division of Motor Vehicles. It's the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So it's kind of like our Bay Area on the East Coast. We have like our own vibe, our own culture, our own lingo, our own swag, the same things over there. And I grew up there, but later on, I grew up like straight A's, great kid, you know, all that. But when I got older, of course, the whole like chilling vibe kicked in, don't want to do nothing, don't want to do work. I wasn't being myself. You know what I mean? Like I was getting myself around the wrong people.
Right.
I wouldn't say I wasn't doing the worst things. I was just engulfed in it. I was sinking. You feel me? And I noticed that tremendously when I became like 15 or so. And I was like, I need to change. I need to get out of here. because I didn't grow up in the worst area, just the mindset of the people that were there just made it seem terrible. Like, I was in a brand new high school, the science and technology program. Why are there fights happening almost every week? Why are there people from other schools waiting for us to get out of school so their school can fight our school? Like, stuff like that was happening, but we had uniforms. And we were all like proper. We had like one of the best, it was dumb. I hated it, I had to get out. So I found a way to beg my parents with a million windows to move to Florida. And I knew no one in Florida.
So where were you initially from?
I grew up in the
DMV.
DMV.
Yeah.
And not to make this about me or nothing, but I actually grew up in the DMV too. Yeah, that's the spot though. You feel me? But so you noticed there had to be change, and then your mom moved you to Florida, is what you said, or you moved?
In a sense, I moved myself.
How'd that work?
Because it was the summer after my sophomore year, I was like, I'm done. I can't go back to school. I was like low key like spiraling to depression. Like I was just like, what the freak am I gonna do? Like, I don't want to keep going back to the school. I don't want to live here. Like, I was just tired. I was fed up. And it's crazy at a young age to feel that way. You know, I usually feel like later on in life. But I randomly thought like, oh, I have a cousin, don't I, that lives in Florida. Don't really know him, didn't know their name. I just remember them when I was like 6 years old. Yeah, I looked into where they lived. I looked into the schools around them. I was just being a stalker, like straight up. And I found a school that was near them. It was a private school that one of my other random cousins never met a day in my life. I found him on Facebook. Was going to, he played football, and I was a football player. So I was like, let me look to the school. So I was like, I had to send an application. I was doing all this crazy stuff. I kept asking my parents, no, you're too young. Why'd you leave here? Like, what's wrong? Like, we didn't look at other high school around here. And I just kept doing it. And since I grew up in the church, my mom being a pastor, that's when I found, I guess, my Christianity and my faith strong then.
Okay.
You feel me? Because I never prayed so much or trusted God so much in my life until that summer. So I was praying and praying. I'm like, yeah, like I needed to change. And literally, I remember I started back in same high school again. I'm gonna say I was in there for like 3 or 4 days. And at this point, I was done. I wasn't doing nothing, doing no work, didn't care.
On the third day.
On my third day, I was done. I was done.
Okay.
I was done. And
day number 3.
I remember getting a phone call while I was in class. I answered it because I was in that kind of mode. I didn't give a crap. I answered my phone in class. And it was my parents letting me know that I got into the school. I had to get accepted to the private school down there. They said I got into the school. And it was like, all right, if like, this is going to happen, we're going to come and pick you up and you're packing your bags and we're getting out of here. And I stood there like, and my teacher was looking at me, what are you doing? Why are you on the phone in class? I'm like, I'm leaving. She's like, yeah, you going down to the principal? I'm like, no, I am leaving. And I walked out of class. She's like, come back here. She's trying to call administration. I'm like, I'm out of here. My principal's looking at me like it's crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm gone. I grabbed myself, put it on my locker. They saying no, I'm packing up, and my life changed when I got to Florida. Like,
so tell us a little bit about that though. Like how did your life change when you got to Florida? Like what happened there?
I can honestly say a complete 180 occurred.
Wow.
From where I was. Because whenever I was in spiral, I was going down, grades was going to crap. I got cut from the football team for the first time in my entire life. Like I was playing football since I was 6 years old. That's all I knew. That's what was my love, my passion. Now when I got cut, for God knows what reason, I had the favoritism of their kids on the team, whatever it was. Right. So I was killing it. So it made no sense. But when I got to Florida, by the time I graduated 12th grade, I was on the dean's list. My Florida average GPA was like a 4.1. Damn. I was invited to the Central Florida North-South All-Star games for football. I was getting like nominations and awards out the wazoo for that. And like literally I had like a lot of, I went from not playing football at all to those coaches in Maryland speaking crap on me to giving me the opportunity to play college football.
Wow.
Like not only that, but at my size. Like this is the biggest I've ever been. So I was smaller than this, like balling. Yeah. You feel me? And but the biggest thing about my graduation was not only was it a private school, but it was a huge like well-known school in the area where people go to that school since it was like from 6th grade all the way to 12th. But when I graduated and they had an award ceremony to know that I basically got the highest award in that school that people usually get that's been there since 6th or 7th grade. I got what was called the Commandant Award. It was like a half military kind of school. And it basically said I had the ethics, morals, character of the founders of an institution. And that was the first time I think I ever seen my brother cry, like to stand up and cry and clap for me in front of everybody. Like, my older brother was like, my little brother just changed his entire life. And he saw how far I came from where I was. And that was huge.
So why the transition though, like in between that? You get what I'm saying? Like at the very beginning, like when you're over there, not in Florida, but from not being a really, really bad kid, I guess you could say, and then boom, just 180 flip, and then just want to do it in Florida.
It was a mix of atmosphere, me regaining like my Christian faith and background, and then that drive that kicked in the moment I guess God said, let's do this. Like I felt it. It was just like an inner feeling of like, all right, I'm where I need to be. I begged for this. I'm gonna make this work. I'm not gonna say it was like perfection when I was down there, but in an overall sense, it was. Like, I saw him up to I was like an average high school kid, you know? Especially being like one of the only like 6 black kids in the entire school. I had my moments. I came down there, I had a twist in my head when I came down. Like, I'm like, you know, I like had like a little bush and all that, but I got straightened up, and they loved me. Like even like the hardest enforcers of the school, like we were like buddies. Like they.
So it was a culture then. It was a culture that you wanted to acclimate to, basically. Yeah. And that's what you wanted. Like
difference.
You wanted a different style, different everything, and Florida gave that to you.
Yes, that's exactly what I need. That's where I flourished. And I learned that because not only was my school like a private school, middle school, it was diverse. It was so many cultures and nationalities that were there. It was crazy. It was amazing. Like I met so many people, different cultures that I would have never experienced when I was up in the DMV. And that opened up my personality. That opened up who I was, and that's when I started doing things on stage in front of people, like performing and dancing and speaking in high school. Like it just happened. Like I can't even explain it. It just happened.
So how you said that like it just happened? Like you started performing, speaking, and all that stuff. You just put yourself out there. That's just what it was when you moved.
Yeah, I just put myself out there. Like I didn't have anything to lose. I had everything to gain.
So after putting yourself out there, high school, you did awesome. What next? What happened next to create DJ Joshwayy?
DJ Joshwayy came about.
Or not even DJ Joshwayy, but that vision of like, I want to do this for the people. Because obviously you got that in high school, so what next? High school's done. Boom. How am I going to make this happen?
Freshman year, I was in North Carolina. I was going to school in North Carolina. And once again, I want to say it happened during freshman training camp football. They did the whole like freshmen go on the stage and perform for us type of thing with all the big guys in the crowd laughing at us, all that crap. It happened like around then. I performed like cracking jokes and just like having fun. I was like, yo, I love doing this, even though like it was just for like not hazing, but you know what I'm talking about. And that transferred over into me having a mentor back in Maryland. I remembered. I sent him the video. I'm like, yo, that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun. He's like, all right, now try to change it to what you want. What do you want out of your life? And his name's Wayy. He's like one of the top 10 public speakers in the world. Wow. And I have him as a personal mentor because my mother forced me and my brothers to take his public speaking class at our church. So I talked to him, hit him up. He said, I want you to do this, 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 this. Within 4 months, I opened up the college's first ever college radio show.
The college's first radio show that was started by you, and it was all because of the mentor. Like he pushed you, motivated you, told you what to do. See, that's why it's important to have a good mentor when it comes to business, when it comes to anything. Like to look up to anyone, like that's always like one of the most important things out there.
Because if it wasn't for that, I still don't know where I would be. Because that helped catapult my mindset. It shifted my whole thought process. Shifted from like not just going up there just having fun, but going up there with a purpose. Put myself in front of people for a purpose. And then through him pushing me, I found my purpose. I'm like, I love helping people. This is awesome. Because I can entertain, people gravitate towards me. I know how to speak very well in front of people. And I'm like, I can do this and help change people's lives and help people just have fun. Help people like not worry and not have a crappy day, like uplift them. And I just, from that radio show, I used to have call-ins, not only from students, even the adults like in the city tuned in. It was like giving there was even donations to the radio station. Like, dude, you have no idea. Like that radio thing catapulted me to the next phase of Joshwayy.
Okay.
Like that was the next phase, and from there I kept doing that. Then I started getting into like TV stuff when I transferred to Florida to finish up college, I transferred to FAU in Boca. And from there, I went from radio to radio and TV. So I started doing like news broadcasting and news anchoring and field reporting. And from there, I started hosting events on campus. So it's emceeing and doing like stuff like that. And people just loved it. Like it was just so natural for me. And people just enjoyed themselves so much. It was like, yo, Joshwayy, come do this. Joshwayy, do this. Joshwayy, do this. And then from there, I will never forget where DJ Joshwayy came from. I was sitting in my room. I stopped playing football because the whole, you can guys can look it up. This whole like drug scandal with coaches changing at FAU because of like drugs and all this other stuff. So I lost my scholarship literally a week before I was flying down for training camp.
Wow. So
I flew down there with no classes, no housing, meal plan, nothing.
You just went there on a whim.
I just went.
Okay.
And I had to figure out my life, like on the fly when I was getting there. My school was already started. I had like no class. I got a class randomly here, class started me here. So to get happening, and I was trying to make it work. And I was sitting in my room and I was watching a music festival online.
Which one?
It was Ultra. I think it was Ultra. Ooh. And a DJ named DJ Hardwell was performing. But the music wasn't the only thing that changed me. It was the fact that this one guy, because they did an overhead shot. It was one man in this one booth, and they panned out. It was thousands of people dancing from different nationalities, different languages, different backgrounds, together as one because of the music. I'm like, I want to do that for people. Okay. And from there, I bought a little mini mixer on shopgoodwill.com. People don't know that. That's the thing. It's like eBay for Goodwill.
Oh man, I had no idea about that.
Shopgoodwill.com. Yeah, you can bid on stuff on cool on Goodwill products. It's crazy. I found a little mixer. I taught myself on YouTube videos. I became an RA, so I was doing like programs, like for my little program, like hey, I was DJing for free and all that, and it took
It's history, huh?
It took off.
So it's crazy. I just want to chime in real quick. It's crazy that like DJ Hardwell and UMF, Ultra Music Festival was one of the things that totally inspired you. It's crazy. I can totally relate to that because I just have to say this real quick. Go ahead. I can totally relate to that because Hardwell was my very first, I guess you could say, mainstream rave that like totally inspired me to want to continue to rave. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna go there for the music. I was like totally out of it. I didn't want to actually go to a rave, but I just want to go. When you go, it's all about the vibe.
It's a different experience. People don't understand. People think, you go to raves, that crazy music, and people doing drugs. I'm like, you don't really know until you're in the atmosphere of how it actually feels. It's hundreds, thousands, whatever kind of thing you go through of people having fun and enjoying themselves because that's their environment of the music to just let go and be free. Like people don't get that. People just say, techno. It's so much more.
No, it's more than that. It's kind of like, everyone slaves and works every single day of the week to, go to their job, 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. And then when you get to go to like a music festival or if you get to go to any type of rave or anything that you personally like, you just get to express yourself in a full perspective. It doesn't even matter like whatever's happening. Like it doesn't matter how weird you dance. It doesn't matter. It's just the vibes and the feel. So like it's all about that plur, right?
It is.
We always talk about that, the plur.
The plur life.
Yeah.
It is. I'm glad y'all got that out, man. I'm glad y'all got that out real quick. This dude loves the rave. I knew he was gonna love that part. I'm like, okay. Go ahead.
It's all about that peace, love, unity, and respect. And it's crazy because the vibe itself, that's what we're trying to create here in Hood App. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're doing. That's how when we met you, we already knew that you had plur vibes just by meeting you face to face. And that's what we're always trying to give out there to the community, whether it's local business owners, local artists. We're always trying to give that peace, love, unity, and respect. And support each other. That's the mission, right? Yeah. We're supporting each other on a full scale.
That's how I gravitate towards you guys.
Exactly. All right. So to bring it back to your story, after you started DJing and whatnot, and you said catapulted you. How did it catapult you to the next level? Like to where you're at.
It added a new dynamic under the umbrella of Joshwayy. So not only Joshwayy is like the entertainer, but Joshwayy can host an event for you. Joshwayy can set up a talk show for you. Joshwayy can go out and do interviews. Joshwayy can go out and edit videos. But now Joshwayy can DJ, which is huge because people love music.
Yeah.
Music changes lives. Music changes, literally can save lives.
Yeah. No, for real.
Like the number of times that people came up to me, like whether I'm DJing at like a birthday party or a club or like whatever it may be, I've had numerous times people have come up to me saying, "You have no idea how bad I need it tonight." When you play blah 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 song, it took me back to the happiest moments of my entire life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tearing up just now.
Like,
oh my
it's true,
goodness.
though. Like, no,
Yeah, that's like beautiful
every time I hear that, I get emotional. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
I have no idea what this person was going through, but I was able to do something that changed them internally. Like I don't know what, like you never know what people walking up down the street are going through. I don't know what people going through at this birthday party. I don't know what people going through at this wedding or this suicide. Like I don't know what they're going through. But all I know is that I'm gonna put my best into giving them something that they will always remember. Something that will like uplift them. Like that's all I want. Like that's literally all I want, dude. Like, like if I had a talk show and I impacted one person on a daily basis, I don't give a crap. I don't have millions of people watching me. As long as that one person is happy, that one person's life is changing and they're getting better. I don't care. I don't care about the numbers. That's what I'm saying. I don't do it to be famous. I don't want to talk show to be famous, to have Joshwayy in lights or Joshwayy on the Walking Star. I don't do it for that. I do it literally so people like you guys here, people like me, can change and become better, be happier. Like that's literally all I want to do. That's all I want.
On your journey of making people happy, what happened next? Now you learned you could DJ.
Yeah.
Now you learn you're building this what is it, resume or your portfolio of like everything you could do. What next?
Well,
or where did it take you?
Well, it took me here.
Or where are you going? Where are you going? Like you're a DJ, you're like,
this
okay.
is my next phase now, California. I came across the country.
So it went from DJ to Cali just that fast? Like what?
It went from adding the next phase, which is well, what I always say. My thing where I live, I leave my mark.
Right.
So I left my mark and impression on people when I was in Maryland growing up. When I moved to Florida, my first time around finishing high school, I left a huge impression on people I was at that high school, people I was in the area. When I went to North Carolina, I changed these people. Like I impacted a lot of people's lives when I was there. Like people still hit me up from there. Like whether professors checking up on me from my freshman year, like I had never talked to them like 4 or 5 years. Then I did a random year in Kentucky because my older brother needed to get help getting back on track for college and all that stuff. And that was a whole year that I wasn't a fan of. I still left my impression.
Wait, hold on, we just ran over a year?
Yeah. I scooped over
the whole year in Kentucky.
I swooped that thing. Joshwayy went to Kentucky is a whole new movie.
Okay, so you're in Kentucky for a little bit and then
and then I moved back to Florida.
Okay.
And that's when my next phase happened. I left a huge impression there. So now I'm here.
What
brought you here though? You know what I'm saying? What brought you here?
The next phase of
Kentucky, Florida. What's that phase? Back to Florida.
That was because I was having a scholarship to play football there, but the coaching thing happened. That's when I got that limbo.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
it was North Carolina to Kentucky to have my brother, but then I got the scholarship to go to FAU. But that's when all that stuff happened, which led to the whole DJing.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And then.
Okay, so what brought you here to Stockton?
Well, as my older brother says, time to level up. So I'm getting older, I'm maturing, so I'm going to take my event hosting and show hosting to a national level. So in order to take those steps, I didn't want to do the whole news broadcasting route. I wanted to actual mainstream TV stuff. So I wanted to come out here because California has a lot of opportunities for that. And my lady Stephanie, she works at the University of Pacific. She got a job opportunity here. So that's where we're located, like up here in NorCal, Stockton area. So that's where we literally packed up, drove. That was huge.
Drove?
I needed that because Stephanie plays a huge part in my life because if I didn't have that support from her and that drive from her believing in me to even look into wanting to move to California, I don't know if I'll be here. I will be here, but I don't know if I'll be here yet.
Right.
Because I told her from day one before we even got together that I'm going to move to California. She has to be okay with it. So for her to be, she's Dominican, so she's super family oriented. Like she has like 100 family members that live in like a 5-mile radius of each other in Florida.
Jeez.
It's crazy. Like those little parties and dinners are turn. You know? Well, she's family oriented, so for her to move here, it's like, yo, like that's the hugest support I could have ever gotten. So that's what landed us here in Stockton area. Okay. And that's when I embraced the Bay.
Wait, before we get to that, what did she say to make you want to get up and go that you couldn't tell yourself?
I thrive off of self-motivation, but sometimes you still need that push of someone else saying it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's one thing to believe in yourself, and that will get you to places. But when you know there's other people that pushing you, that's that extra push that you need sometimes to get over that ledge. Like, oh, what? I'm all right. I'm gonna do it. I made up my mind. I'm gonna do it, but I know I'm gonna be doing it now, and I'm doing it now.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like it happens. Because think about it. If I delayed even longer, those people that I'm going to impact in my future would have to live longer. Wow. So that's what motivates me to try to push myself as hard as I can now. Because there's people, that's what I believe. There's people waiting for me that's going to need that change later on. So the longer I wait, the longer they have to wait. The longer they're going to be in that whatever they're in. You feel me?
Yep.
So that's what pushes me to get to where I'm going and where I want to go.
Okay, now you got here.
Yep. What happened when you got here?
You was like, Stockton, bow, bow. Like, no key. I heard it.
I was very story.
It's like DMV.
Stockton, what? I was like, okay, I heard about things, but I'm an optimist. So I came here, I heard the stories, I'm like, nah, we're gonna be good. It's gonna be straight. Steph was super nervous because, you know, she's super nervous. So she heard stuff, like, oh no. So I was like, don't worry, we're gonna make it work, we're gonna make it happen. So I got here, she already had her job. Me, I was kind of fresh. As a DJ and a host and all that, I freelance everything. So all my clients, gone. I had no clients coming here. I didn't know anyone here in North Carolina.
So you're literally like basically ground zero, but just all experience.
Straight up ground zero.
Oh.
So I literally, from like day one on after unpacking in the crazy 115-degree weather, this crazy place.
It's true, 115.
I was contacting so many agencies so I could get a talent agent out here. I was walking around to different like venues saying, hey guys, I'm a DJ, I've done this, but you know how many times places hear that? So I just needed people that take a chance on me. So I was literally coming out here with praying that people will just give me a chance, because that's all I need. So I'm gonna take control once I get a chance. Because I can't deal with that motivation. I have that drive. So I came out here and just hit the ground running. I was able to get an agent. They were like trying to hook me up with like different acting opportunities and things like that. Even though I'm far from LA, I was driving back and forth, making that commute because that was my motivation. And the people I was acting with when I was in LA, the producers, they were like, from where? I was like, wow, that's great. I'm like, yeah, I came out here with a plan. I'm going to make it happen. And they saw that in me, which they gravitated towards me saying, all right, take my number, take this information, because they saw something in me. They saw like, this dude's driving 6 hours to come down here to do this for a day. These guys coming down here 6 hours to audition. And they saw that. And also, when it comes to like DJing at different venues and private events, I was hitting people up saying, hey, I'm Joshwayy, I'm from here, this is what I've done, give me a chance. I got so many no's, but the yeses that I got, they were grateful. Like the places that I DJ at right now, I don't want to say names, but they're competing for me. Like they're competing, like literally like competing for me.
What do you mean? Like they're in competition. No, we want Joshwayy. No, we want Joshwayy.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, cool. I get it.
No,
I just wanted to know what was okay.
Like literally, and which is a blessing, because I haven't lived here for a year.
Dang,
and
so
for people to take notice like that, and there's people that come here, and like one of the things that I do is not like the largest venue in the world, but people still drive from San Francisco, San Jose, and Oakland to come see me DJ. I haven't been here for a year yet. To me, that's huge.
That is huge.
Like I'm making that impact already.
Yeah, and then being in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Like I said, like the app, like you was in the right place in the right time, and that led you to all of the shows you've done for me, plus Hood, plus this. So just shit like that is good.
Yeah. What kind of advice?
That to you, I feel like.
What kind of advice would you have for like upcoming DJs and musicians and stuff like that? Like what's some good advice you think?
To always work to protect your craft, perfect your craft, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because you can't say to a venue, hey, can I perform here, or hey, can I do this, if you haven't taken the shot a million one times to get those no's, to get those yeses, to say, I've done this before. Because it's hard starting off from the ground. I remember when I didn't have my first gigs ever, and I was trying to like tell these people while I was in Florida, like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I got so many no's, I didn't have the experience. But since I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do free stuff. You know? People's like, oh, you got a free DJ, is he gonna be good? And then I killed it. Those people, like, Joshwayy rocks, blah, blah. So now I have those people to speak on my behalf and say, hey, talk to these people, see what I've done. Look at these videos and see what I've done. So, but I wouldn't have done that if I didn't put myself out there. There was no one talking for me. There's no one saying, hey, come try this guy out, because I didn't have anybody to say that for me. So you have to put yourself out there, so when you do get those yeses, take advantage of the yeses, and then just use it as a springboard to push yourself to go bigger and better. Because now, not only that, I have festivals type of stuff coming up now.
Yeah, like what kind? Give some shout outs to some festivals, because I want to go.
Well, like big one is coming up. It's called Tropical Mayhem. It's the EDM festival, of course, because that's my passion. But that's coming up in July. But they have like 1,000+ people coming out, and they're flying in DJs. They're flying in headliner DJs that like pack at like Ultra Music Festival tomorrow. Like tens of thousands of people. They're finals in, but yeah, I'm on that lineup.
That's
you feel me? I put myself out there. I connected because the same people. This is funny, and I love this. And it's not a diss on them because I love them now. The same people that's doing that event again this year to last year, and they ignored my message last year.
Damn.
Crazy. So, I got here when that was throwing the event last year, and they yeah, no, for real. They admitted now. They're like, damn, you feel so bad, but they did not know how good you were.
They know.
It's crazy. It's crazy how that can happen. That's what I'm saying. Don't give up. Don't stop. Because what if I just left that alone, I wouldn't be doing that event this year. How big that event is. Because if I do great at that event, you know how many doors can open up from that?
A lot of
it's
doors.
Crazy.
Yeah,
What can come from that event come up in July? It's crazy. Like what kind of doors can actually open up from that?
Okay, so we kind of got the story of like how DJ Joshwayy came to life, your vision for the future. You want to have that talk show, the kind of Oprah, Steve Harvey talk show, but you know, type of things to help people. That's your vision, to help people, and through that you started all these. You're building a portfolio to get you closer to that. Where you at now? Like, where you at now in that journey? Like, you're here in Stockton. You've been here for a year on your DJ grind.
Yeah.
In your acting grind, where are you at, and how far are you from that goal?
Well, I finally made like a national debut. I guess you can call it a national debut because I did a live thing with Steve Harvey about a couple weeks ago. Like I was just even though I was just an audience member, I was still on national TV.
Yeah, you were.
So that whole experience of them taking me to the backstage, doing my hair and makeup, wardrobe, talking to the producers, and all that was huge. Like to have that opportunity. So to know that I was in that and it felt natural, it didn't feel forced, and it didn't feel awkward, because some of the people I was with, it was like nervous and freaking out. And me, I'm like, this is my element. This is my place. like this is it. Like you feel like if Steve felt a little bit cold, I'm like, all right, welcome to Steve's show, hosted by Joshwayy. I will take over on the spot. You know,
opportunity, you're opportunist.
I wasn't prepared for it, because that's my and I will never forget my first gig here, acting wise. It was like doing like a thing for Fox. It was like reenacting of the whole Tupac Biggie story, hosted by Ice-T and all that. And we did scenes in LA, like the fighting scenes by Tupac. And it was crazy. Because that's when I knew, I'm like, I love this. I'm here. It was a night shoot in LA. We blocked off a whole street with endless lighting and trucks and cranes, people walking by taking pictures of us. They had trailers for us, doing like sitting there, people just doing my stuff, and just sitting there chilling on my phone, doing me up. They gave us a party bus to chill with snacks and music with the cast and crew. Then he drive us over. Like I'm like, yo, like this is it. Like this is it. And that gave me that capital to keep pushing. Cause on a daily basis, I applied to like different casting calls and opportunities like that. Like up here in San Francisco or like down in LA. But I plan on moving to LA hopefully like within a year. If not a month or two from now, or a year. Like that's why my goal is a year. So.
Very nice. And
I just filmed a recent short film that possibly has some possible investors in it that could turn into a full-length movie. So they're in the editing process right now. So when the investors do see it, they say they're not going to go ahead. I could be shooting a full-length movie for the next like couple months as well. It should be like a whole year film.
Wow. Okay, so yeah. I see here. You remind me of Well, I'm not gonna just, like I said, make this about me, but you remind me of myself, but not me. Like people like us, opportunists, people who we have interviewing What's Good in the Hood, and I see like you have that vision, and you have all these things like casting, acting, all that. So I guess my question: do you have like a kind of way of how you're gonna make that TV show happen? Like, oh, if I get this amount of money, then I can invest into this, and then a script. You know what I'm saying? If I get this front, then I can invest in, or if I get this business plan for this, then I can pitch it to somebody who's down to make this happen. Exactly. Like, do you have that planned, or are you kind of just going around? Oh, make this money for DJ, make this money, make. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like loosely flying, or is there like a plan? You have a plan?
I mean, I'm gonna say I don't like it, but I'm kind of in the middle. Okay. Because one, I need the money to be able to, you know, live, survive. Yeah. So my car was broke down. I just had to get a new one.
Okay. Yeah, your buddy was telling me, like, I'm going car shopping with Joshwayy. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he needs a new car.
Yeah. So I got that. So I'm just, but I need the money to do that. So. Okay. And but my plan is I already filmed what my ideal show would look like, at least like a skeleton of it.
Oh, you're on it.
But I was
filmed it.
Yeah, I was in Florida. I had a little studio I was using and everything. So I had my interview set up. I was doing it. And I had that already in my back pocket. Wayy. I plan on doing some of that more like here, like California. I don't know if I'm gonna do it here, if I'm gonna move to LA to do like a little bit more, so I can like have it and have the right people like on the show. Like, okay, he's meeting with these people. Like, this way he's doing. Yeah, it's kind of like I want that. So when I do pitch it, you're like, okay, we can probably roll with this. You feel me? But I want it to be so good and so exclusive around Joshwayy that when I do pitch it, no one else can run with it.
Ooh, yeah, nice. So no one can steal your idea, basically. Yeah.
I want
it to be like so me that they can't say like this guy can work. You know, we can just use him to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that can and has happened.
Yeah.
With many people in the past, and I want to give anyone that opportunity to be like, oh, I love this idea. I'm gonna take it. I don't want you to. I want it to be so me. Be like, dang, like I can't imagine doing that. Like that's just him. Like that's perfect for him. You feel me? So I'm working on that. But at the same time, I'm doing like DJing and like acting right now because it all comes with platform. And more opportunities come with, you know, people like, because be real, there's a lot of like castings that I guess saying, what's your following like? You know, someone can ask you that, you know, because they want to see like, is he recognizable? Like? Is he recognizable? Is this someone that some people would know? Or like, will he be able to help us get more views for this project? Stuff like that. So DJing is helping tremendously for that.
Okay.
Because it's taking off so well for me. It was just natural, and all I can say that's the grace of God, because I was never in that realm ever in my life. But when I started, it took off. It was crazy. So I'm using that. I'm trying to use that hard because that's helping me build myself. That's also going to help me build when I move to LA. One, for money, but at the same time, LA's popping. So if I can know and get to the right places, but have the right people that come there for me to talk to, I'm good. Because they go out, executives go out, producers go out, big time actors and musicians go out. So if I just happen to be there, that's all I need. That's all I need. They're like, well, he's killing it. Hey, what's up, DJ Respect? Hey, what's up? Boom. Right here, I'm trying to plug myself.
I respect that. I respect your grind, sir. I respect your grind, your hustle. But one hustler to another, I seen that in you when I booked you. I said I like your swag. I'm not talking about your shoes, your jeans, your cut-off T-shirts. I'm talking about how you hold yourself. Like, you hold yourself like a hustler. Like, I probably read some of that DMV on you. Like,
probably.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just how you hold yourself means a lot. And that's what I think people can see out of you. Because you're projecting it so well. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus, I'm doing it.
Blur vibes, right?
Yeah. So, the interview part of the show is done. I know your story now. Would you agree?
Yeah, I understand the story. I was just more wondering because you know how like you're an opportunist and stuff like that, and one of the main things, or one of the big things that ended up happening for you was you took an opportunity of, you know, DJing for that song Boy, or at least being inside the music video, right? So, like, how did that come into fruition? I'm just wondering.
Put myself out there. There was a thing like they were looking for like you know, people in the videos like in the background. Those people, right? They wanted me to be one of them. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a DJ though. Y'all need a DJ. Let me know. I'll bring my stuff and I'll make it pop in there. I promise you. That's called leveling up. I'm not gonna be that.
Not a little.
No hate to them, but that's not my thing. Like mine is like, I'm here for a reason. I moved across the country for a reason. I'm only gonna do things that make sense.
Yeah.
I have to be my mom. Shout out to my mom. She uses a word, she drills it into me called being intentional.
Yeah.
You have to be intentional.
Yeah.
Me standing there in the background doing that, what is that doing for where I want to go? Nothing. But me DJing in the music video, no one getting to know the artist, the producer of the video, and everybody that works on that set, that's intentional. You know how many people recognize me now from that video because that video's like taking off?
How many people?
Like people come up to me like, you that DJ from Boy, you that like it's just random.
No way, seriously.
No joke. Like
Seriously.
sometimes when I play it like
Let's see this part. What do you have a long part?
It's not long. It's literally in the beginning.
It's just like 5 minutes. I mean, not 5 minutes, but like 5 seconds.
It's like a 5 second blur. It's me like with my controller just.
And people come up to you.
Yeah, cause I wear being smart, being intentional.
Okay.
What I usually wear when I DJ.
Your cut off
So
t-shirt.
they connected. It's just a certain jacket that I use, and my watch, which I'm using right now, intentional. It's continuous. You'll see the same watch in the video, you see the same watch when I'm DJing. It's just things that are consistent.
Yep.
So people when they see it, they connect, they see it. You gotta drill into people's heads.
Yep. Hey, so if you guys want to see him, he is on the E40 and Be Legit Boy song. He's like literally in the first 15 seconds or something like that, DJing on that. You guys should definitely check it out. That's like a huge thing. It's crazy because that song, we consider it like
that's our wait. Like on our YouTube, that's like our intro song.
Yeah, it is.
Wake shit up. Hey, I can't make shit up. I haven't got sick of it yet. Like,
no, I don't either, dude. It's so dope to me.
But if you guys want to check DJ Joshwayy out, you can also catch him on Every Laughs on the app. So he is there until you relocate.
Yep.
I'm sure. And then if you could recommend me, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to, you know what I'm saying? I think anything through you, so far you've proved to me to be a success. You know what I'm saying? To be like good business, good for business.
Yeah.
And hearing you talk now, I have a deeper understanding of why. And
glad.
Thanks so much. I also have another question for you, man. So like we talked about like some things that like drive you and stuff like that. What do you feel is one of your biggest inspirations? I know like we kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I just want to bring that back up because you know maybe that's going to inspire other people to continue to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? What's one of your biggest inspirations?
My biggest inspiration is the root, changing people's lives. I want joy. I want to spread joy. Like if I can say it in a different way, I want to spread joy. Just knowing where I'm from, like that little pit I was like falling into when I was 15 and a half years old. I don't ever want to feel that again, nor do I want other people to experience that. And if people are in it, I want to get them out of it.
Right.
It sucked. It was terrible. And like I don't want people to feel like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So because of that reason, that's why I want to inspire.
Yeah.
And then my drive and where I like the way I carry myself, to push myself all the time, I get satisfaction from that hard work, which is the reason why I want to inspire people to work hard.
Yeah.
And then the changes and the joy that's came from where I've gotten to, I want to use that as an example or proof for people to see like you can go from here to here and it's possible. It's not like some miracle working drug or anything. You can do it. It's for everyone. It's not like I got lucky. I got to work for it. I want to be able to spread it to people. I need to teach people. You feel like I literally like I tell people all the time. I do it for people. It's not for me. People say, "Oh, you want to have a talk show? You want to be famous?" It comes with it, but that's not literally why. Like I say, 110%. That's not why I want to do it at all. Like if I made YouTube videos for the rest of my life, just on the side, and 15 people watched it, those 15 people's lives are changing. I don't care. I'm happy.
Yep.
Like.
You want to share that insight.
Those people are changing. Those 15 people are changing. And who knows who those 50 people can change after that. And who those people can change after that.
Yeah, man, actually,
I'm doing my job, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, what I was going to say is that DJ Joshwayy, he actually DJ'd for us for the Welcome to the Hood event. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was a huge thing. He DJ'd for us. I got a lot of good comments from just the people that came saying that you're like on point for everything. You know what I'm saying? And
appreciate
it's a cool thing. Like he is always on point with the DJ in general. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my question to you, as we're wrapping it up over here, so what did you think about the Welcome to the Hood event?
It was awesome, dude. Like, I really enjoyed it. It shows so many dynamics and culture here, which is why I love this area. There's so much culture here. There's so much talent here. There's so much people doing things, and for you guys to have an event to highlight that and spotlight it and help people is tremendous. Like, it was awesome to hear about it. Like, that's how I wanted to plug myself in when I heard about the company itself. So for you guys to put on events and help these people, like, you guys are literally, like, you have no idea how much I respect that. It's awesome. Like, you guys are just that version of where I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? You guys are helping people and giving people, because
our whys are like the same.
Yeah. And if you look at it, the way you guys are using a platform to get people to be inspired. You guys are just not giving them a platform to perform. You're not giving people, because you have no idea. It's deeper than that. You're not just saying like, yeah, here you go, I'm just providing people platforms to perform, so they can, get out there what they want. It's deeper than that, because it starts from, while you guys are giving them a platform, that's them hearing, someone believes in me.
Yeah.
And that's what I needed to hear to start me on my journey. That's someone believed in me. So it's deeper than y'all just giving them a venue. Y'all just giving them a platform. It's them hearing, wow, someone's giving me an opportunity because they believe in me, they trust me, so I want to keep doing this. So it's so much deeper than that. You guys have no, it's so much deeper.
Yeah.
That's why I love it so much.
I mean, both of our missions, even in Hood App too, both of our missions, they're just genuine. We're genuine. We really just want to show our love and our support and tell you guys out there that you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it.
Two can do it.
Exactly that.
And that's the point of all this.
Can I say something real quick? So for you guys out there, you guys see is that no matter where you are, no matter what phase of life you're in right now, it feels like it's hard. It feels like you're stuck. It feels like you've been knocking at the same door and getting nowhere. And I've been there. And I'm not preaching to you guys. I'm not trying to say I'm some guru. I just know that you have to sometimes look at those hardships in life as opportunities to learn and grow. Because what could be on the other side of that hill could be so amazing for you and so impactful for you. And what comes from that internally, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, will help you push past any other hardship that you get through. So it starts with self-belief. Talk to yourself, cheer yourself up. Don't try to down yourself, because at the end of the day, yes, you might have a family, friends, parents. At the end of the day, you have yourself. Like, at the end of the day, when you put your head on a pillow, you have yourself. So if you don't believe in yourself, come on. It starts right here. So look at the situation, assess it, and be like, how can I make this better? And try. Don't give up. Try to see where you can go from there. Push yourself and motivate yourself, because you have no idea who's watching you and who can learn from you. So it's not only for yourself, but it's for those around you. So that's how I live my life. People are watching you. You don't realize it until someone says it, but people are watching you. Like, people watch how you live your life.
No, we actually have Flex, how many people are watching us at the moment? I'm playing. Like, no, we know. I'm playing now.
Yeah, but you have no idea, or people are watching you. Like, it's crazy until you get a random message like, hey, what you said the other day, and I'm like, I didn't know it was around, or I didn't know you seen that, or I didn't know you were there. People are just watching, and you really don't realize that until some people say it. It's real. But believe in yourself, don't give up, and push. And if there's any way that I can help, let me know. Hit up my Instagram, DJ_Joshwayy with 2 Y's. If you have questions, if you need anything, hit me up. Don't hesitate. People hit me up often asking for advice. Like I said, I'm not some guru, but I have lived through things and gone through my fair share of experiences that I don't have a problem helping you guys out. Just let me know. All right?
All right. Cool. Real quick before we wrap this thing up, 2 questions. I'm gonna say the other one for last, but did we get off any of those questions Jasmine wrote?
Yeah, we already answered a lot of them through the whole entire thing.
I do have a question.
Flex has a question.
I'm just kind of curious. Do you have a favorite quote or something that you frequently tell yourself? Something you live by?
It's actually a verse, which is Joshua 1:9. because my name is Joshua. My mom's a pastor. I grew up in the church, and I almost, if it wasn't for God, that's why I'm so attached to like my Christianity. I could have died as a baby. Joshwayy probably could have been because I was born with pneumonia. I was dying when I was born, and every doctor in the entire building said I wasn't going to make it. So I believe I was named Joshua for a reason.
Yeah.
And he said, "Do not be afraid nor discouraged, for I am with you wherever you go." So just to think about that. You don't have to be in church or be a Christian to
One
think.
more time.
Joshua 1:9 is like it's saying, "Be strong and courageous, for I am with you wherever you go." So think about that. The person who created you, who you ever you believe, if they're with you all the time, why do you feel like you're not good enough? Why would you doubt yourself?
Right.
Why do you think that you're not able to do or reach your goals if your creator is with you? Think about if you honestly think about that, like that's what helps me feel like those unstoppable moments. That helps me get that push of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try this. Because no matter what, God got my back. He's right here. He's pushing. That's my motivation. Like you feel like you don't have to be a Christian to like believe it. Let's just believe that. Let's actually believe in yourself. No matter where you go, you got yourself. At the end of the day, you got yourself. So be strong for yourself. Like that goes back to what I was saying before. Is at the end of the day, you got yourself. So hey, that's what I live by.
I love it. Thank you.
That's cool. Feel like I just had a little lesson. You know, Bible study.
That's all.
I have one for you. This is a pretty cool question. What is one of the best things you like about Stockton, or what are like the top 3 things you love about Stockton?
I know it's not considered the Bay, but the Bay.
Oh yeah.
But it's still the Bay culture is here.
Right.
And growing up in the DMV, like I said, it's correlations. So I connect to it. There's so much culture here. There's this. Like I said, I love people. So be able to meet people from different races, different backgrounds, different upbringings, but they're brought together through their own areas of music, their own vibe, their own culture. That's what I love, because even though we're individuals and live our own lives, we're still united under some things. So if I put on a bass song like Stupid or Blow the Whistle or some E40 song, everyone, no matter what race it is, know the words. They start popping. I love that. I love that. It's crazy. Like, you know how old, even old heads, older people, when they hear it, they turn to it.
And
I love that.
It's not like that nowhere else. And
that's what I'm saying. I love it so much because even though there's some separation, there's so many things that even separate us in the world in general. That brings the people here together. I love that, dude. I love it.
Awesome. And for the last question, why do you think people should download Hood?
Because he doesn't see. He acts like, why should they download? He's actually just like, why should they?
I'm sorry, I had a hard workout.
Why did they download Hood?
I'm trying to control my body and my emotions, my facial. I'm trying to control these muscles like relaxing. So my face muscles aren't on 10. Okay. Keeping it real. I probably have stale face right now. But seriously, why do you think people should support it?
Because it's, like I was saying before, it's deeper than what it is. You're learning, using, and helping people, 1, reach their goals, 2, do what they love, and you're supporting them not in like a mainstream way. It's more personal. You know what I mean? It's like, how can I say this? Okay, there's a difference in, you go into like Target and getting those main, government manufactured, huge, populated items, and then go into a mom and pop shop. Because when you go to a mom and pop shop, you feel that family vibe, that personal feeling you get in there. They're more personal. They come around with the counter like, hey, how you doing today? Like that kind of, and that's what Hood App is. It's all about being personal. It's all about being real. It's all about supporting those that are around you, not necessarily everyone going their separate ways. It's about keeping it together. It's about unity. That plur vibe. It's about just keeping the community together, keeping positivity in the community, and uplifting the community. So that's what Hood App does. I can't wait for it to continue to grow and blow up, to go nationwide. I'm ready for that. I just got that from the jump.
Yeah.
Because I love the vision of this.
Yep.
And
I remember.
Yeah.
When you came in.
I took it
the first thing I met you.
Yeah. So I'm ready to roll with it and help you guys push it out there, dude. So I download the Hood app. You will not regret it. There's amazing people on there. There's amazing businesses on there. There's amazing discounts and let's do it. Okay, it has a Joshwayy stamp of approval.
That's right. And he's in there. He's
He's in our music video for the theme song. Connected. Anyway,
respect. Shout out real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom. Of course. You know, she birthed me. And past Mother's Day, so I didn't get to see her because she's on the East Coast. Shout out to my lady Stephanie. Love you. You're probably still watching. You better still be watching. Shout out to my bros, PBM, Progressive Black Men, and Willie Jolly, and my brother. Everybody that's had an influence on me. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. Thank you.
Now, where can people find you so then they can follow you, like your page, whatever?
You can call me on Ingrastam, as I call it, at DJ _JOSHWAYY, 2 Y's, and _ Joshwayy as well. Snapchat under Joshwayy, Facebook under Joshwayy, Twitter under Joshwayy with 3 Y's. I messed up my first account, that's why I don't know why. And yeah, you can catch me at different venues. It's sporadic sometimes, whether I'm up here or traveling to LA. But I always post about it on my social media for people to come out. And also, shout out to the Bash Kings doing Tropical Mayhem in July. Huge music festival coming up to the area. You guys don't want to miss that. And also another boat party kind of thing called Sounds of Summer. It's also coming up in June as well. Those are big events. So contact either those guys or my social media. Let me know. Get you guys some discount tickets. If you guys want to come to my venues, let me know. Put you on a guest is coming for free. Bring your family, bring your friends. Let me know.
Hey, put me on that list.
Give me a calendar. Now that you offered that, go ahead. See what we can do.
Also, my girls are hating if I don't do this. A lot of people ask me to hit me up about this. I put on my social media lately. Like I said, I made my impacts in different states.
Yeah.
So people are curious. I have DJ Joshwayy shirts. It's like a little prototype that I recently made at the house. A lot of people hit me up about this. I'm gonna start selling them in different colors and for girls' tanks, stuff like that. So get on the order list because it's starting to grow. And I'll also give some good discount price on those as well. It's all about supporting me, so support your boy Joshwayy.
Hey, you know we're always down to support.
Yeah, right now, man.
We appreciate you for coming out to support us. This was our event. Anything where you could drop in and show some love and support, we appreciate it, brother. This has been episode 11 of What's Good in the Hood. Thank you guys for viewing and out of here. Peace.
On my mama, I can't make shit up. Ay. If I ain't a real boy, what you call it? I don't think you want no problems. Wake, shit up. Ay. On my mama, I can't make shit up. Ay. If I